HarperCollins presents She's Not There by Tamsin Gray, read by Michael Oku.
July 2018. 1. The invitation from Dora Martin caused that shift in Jonah's belly, like a creature waking up in its dark pit. "Do we have to go?" he murmured, knowing that they did. The trek into London to see the Martins had become a July tradition. He pushed away his cereal bowl, last year's event flooding his head. The welcoming hugs and exclamations, the long, tense argument about politics, and then the vigil in the back garden, with the scarecrow and the wind chimes and the rabbits. When the day arrived, a baking, hot Friday, it turned out everyone was going to Frank's for a swim after school. Jonah waited until after band practice to tell his friend he couldn't make it. That's mad. Frowning, Frank nosed his guitar into its sleeve. It was cool and mellow in the practice room, the blinds drawn down against the sun. Because of his bad hand, Jonah used a harness to help him hold his trumpet. Frank watched him take it off. "Lola's coming." His friend's sly smile made Jonah blush. He turned away and watched Mr. Melvin cross the room, open the door, and step into the rectangle of blazing light. "Who even are the Martins?" asked Frank. "We knew them when we lived in London. Dora and my mum were like best friends." The blinds flapped in a sudden gust, and Jonah got a flash of the sheets on the Martins' washing line billowing, the crescendo of wind chimes, and Dora, sprawled in her deck chair, her feet in a bucket of water. "Come on, guys." The other band members had disappeared, and Mr. Melvin was waiting to lock the door. Jonah settled his trumpet into its case. "Get out of it. Say you're ill." Frank zipped up his guitar, frowning again. "I just can't, really." Jonah made a wry face, but now his friend wouldn't look at him. "It's a kind of anniversary. They cook roast chicken." "Roast chicken? That's mad. It's like 30 degrees centigrade." Frank spun away towards the door. "It was our favorite. Well, more my brother's," he explained, but to himself because Frank was ducking under Mr. Melvin's arm. Roast chicken and roast potatoes. He got a sudden flash of Raff, aged 6, wolfing down a leg. 2. It had been agreed that Jonah could go to the Martins straight from school, rather than traipsing all the way home to go with the others in the car. The thought of the journey cheered him up. He hadn't travelled into London alone before. On the train, he put his backpack and his trumpet case in the luggage rack, shrugged off his blazer, and sprawled across 2 seats, luxuriating in his independence. They'd been playing the summertime Motherless Child medley in band practice, and the interweaving tunes played on in his head as he gazed through the fast-moving glass at the slow-drifting clouds. Cumulus cumulis. He'd been obsessed with clouds that summer, had learnt all their names. He saw the white sheets rising again, Dora's huge sunglasses, her yellow dress, the straggly hair in her armpits. Dora Martin. Quite a famous artist these days. She had written the invitation in her elegant, spiky slant, on a postcard featuring...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?